Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian Adventure. And up in today's episode, we have games at home to RB Salzburg and away to Wolfsburger. So first things first, this has actually been a very successful first season here at Austria Vienna. I'm actually quite surprised, to be honest. As you see here, we're sitting third in the league. We're joint on points with Salzburg and joint goal difference as well. We're only 2 points off first place Wolfsburg. We're actually playing this episode as well. With only 4 games to go of the regular season. We're actually in a very, very good position. And dare I say it, we've actually got a chance to win a title here in our first season. Predicted to finish 6th, of course. 150 to 1 to win the title. I still don't think we're going to win the title, but we've certainly got a chance, that is for sure. And with 4 games to go, we've already secured qualification for the championship group, which is great. We are, 15 points clear of Sturm Graz in 7th place with only 4 games to go. So obviously, even lost all 4 games, we're guaranteed to be in the championship group. But obviously, we want to put ourselves in a great position going into that group as well. And also, when you go into the championship group, everyone's points are halved. So obviously, we're 2 points behind Wolfsburger at the top. If we went into the championship group the same points, we're going to be 1 point off Wolfsburger at the top. So the more wins we can get in the last 4 games here, the better our chances are of actually winning the title in our maiden season, which would be absolutely incredible. Anyway, there's actually been some transfer business to talk of in January. Yes, and transfer business, let's get to that now. I did actually forget to mention a player I sold in the last episode, and that was Maximilian Sachs. He went to Al Fasili, I don't know how to say it. Al Fasali or something like that. He's gone there for 105k, which I was very happy with, to be honest, because he is absolutely useless. He was actually on 4.8k a week here for us, was one of the top earners, and he was a fringe player. And even at the start of the season, he was actually in the B team. So why he was on such big wages, I have no idea. But thankfully, we got rid of him, which is great. He's on 4.7k a week there as well. So great to get rid of him, and more money in the wage budget, of course. Another one we sold, though, is a player I did want to sell, and that is our goalkeeper, Patrick Pence. He's gone to Venezia for 2.1 million. Well, he's gone there because when I went to offer him a new contract at the start of the season, he was transfer listed due to the club's financial position and his contract running out at the end of the season. But the only way he'd sign a new contract with us, we had a minimum fee release clause, and unfortunately that release clause was met by Venezia, so we had no choice there. Pence has left us. He had a good season as well. He's a really good player for us. I'm disappointed he left, to be honest, but it is what it is. We have to move on. This is what we're going to get these days in Austria Vienna. We've got players with minimum fee release clauses. Cannot give them what they want. But he's gone for 2.1 million. He's actually got 7 cats for Austria now as well. So he's turned out to be Austria's #1. So that's even more disappointing. But 2.1 million surely helps the club's financial position. Obviously, 2.1 million, only 10% of that goes into us to sign players. So I only got 210k for it, but still, it did help. It did help to bring a player in, so that is great. And also, I've sold Shan Kellis to LASK for 150k as well. He was actually in the first team, but I wasn't using him too much, to be honest. He hasn't got great potential as well, as you can see here. He's 20 years of age now. He's not incredible by any means, and I doubt he's going to improve too much. He's probably going to improve a little bit, but 150k from LASK with the club's financial position as it is, why not? Why not get rid of him? We also sold another player as well. It's not popping up here. Maybe that's because it's from the B team. Yeah, we have to go to the B team here. You see, I've sold a player called Dario Krika. He's gone to LASK as well for 200k. Well, he's actually got some decent potential about him. He's 19 years of age now, just turned 19. Potentially 4.5 stars. And some of the players weren't happy with me selling him. Most notably is Jurichin. He's moaning about me selling a hot prospect. But the reason why I did sell him was because we've got 2 other left-backs in our under-18s. Most notably is El Shiwi, who's arguably our hottest prospect at the club currently. And also we've got Sataluti in the under-18s as well. Both potentially 5 stars. And I don't think I'm going to use Krieger, to be honest. He doesn't look amazing, but he has got something about him. And he might even harm the development of the other 2 left-backs. So I decided, you know what, let's just sell him, cash in on him. So he has gone to LASK as well, despite it annoying some of the players. But I just don't see a big future at the club, especially with the 2 left-backs we've got coming through the under-18. So he has left us as well. Obviously, that counts as the B team sale, even though it was me who finalised it, which is a bit bizarre. Anyway, in terms of players who have joined us, obviously I needed a new goalkeeper after selling Pence, because the other 3 goalkeepers we've got at the club are absolutely terrible. And luckily for us, I managed to find Christian Fruchtel, who was on the loan list from Bayern Munich. Obviously, a goalkeeper had very high potential back in the day, I think it was, but unfortunately he didn't fulfil that potential. But he's quite good for us. He actually comes out pretty much just as good as Pence, to be honest. So it's quite a successful replacement. He's a bit iffy positioning wise. 7 positioning is not great, but other than that, he's quite decent, and got a good loan deal for him as well. He's only, he's on 6.5k a week, but we only have to pay 20% of that, which is £1,300 per week, and also we haven't got to pay any sort of monthly fee, so that is brilliant, and potentially could go in for him on a permanent transfer end of the season or the next season, something like that. As you see there, he's only worth £0 to 90k, so definitely could look to sign him for seeing how he does, but yeah, I'm very happy with his replacement for Pence. And also, I brought in another player as well. I actually signed a permanent player, and that is Eric Schurenov from Nuremberg for 210k. He's a new striker. He might not look that much to you guys, but you actually compare him with a player I'm actually playing up front at the moment. He comes out a mile better. And also, he's only 19 still. He's about to turn 20, but he's only 19. Bit of potential about him, as you see here. Compare with Mester. He's just a mile better than him. So very happy to get him in. Only 210k. He also joins as a fringe player as well. So he won't moan about his playing time, which is great. Sign of only 210k because his contract expired at the end of the season. I could have approached to sign him, of course, by the end of the season. We're desperate for a striker. I couldn't sign a striker on loan because of the monthly fees. Couldn't get a striker who's better than Mester or better than the other players on loan for cheap. So I decided it was the best thing to do was just pay the 210k straight up to get him in. It didn't really leave us in this sticky situation. So great to get him in. Unfortunately, he's going to miss the first game. Guaranteed. He's out for 11 days of a virus. Well, he's going to miss the second game as well. So that's really disappointing. So I'm not going to see him today, but I've got high hopes for him. He looks like quite a decent player. As I said, only 19 still. Hopefully, he can get a bit better as well. So that is the signings. Obviously, Fructu joins on loan to replace Pence. And we've got a new striker in Shurinov as well, who hopefully can do the business for us in the Championship group when it comes. Anyway, let's get to the recent results. Well, as you can see, we're there third in the league, only 2 points off the top. The last episode wasn't great for us, but after that, we had some fantastic results. So in the last episode, we played LASK, got knocked down in the FA Cup, of course. We drew at home to bottom of the league Tyrol off camera. And then we drew away to Sturmgratz 2-2, despite leading 2-1 with only a minute to go. But after that, we won the next 3 games, which were absolutely brilliant. We beat Austria Klagenfurt 2-0 at home. It wasn't going too well. We were a better team, but it took to the 77th minute to get our first goal through Mester. And then Fischerau made it 2-0 just 3 minutes later, so that was a great win there. But after that is, well, in my opinion, the best win of the season so far. We beat local rivals and fierce rivals, Rapid Vienna, 2-0 away from home, and very comfortably as well. This is a brilliant, brilliant win. We had 1-0 up through Lucas Moore in the 8th minute, dominated the game, but then George Teagle got sent off in the 79th minute. I was dreading the worst then, to be honest. I thought we were going to go on and draw the game and possibly even lose the game, but luckily for us, they gave away a penalty just 5 minutes later. Juricin stepped up, buried it, and we won the game 2-0 away to our fierce rivals. That was absolutely brilliant. As I said, best win of the season so far for me. Just tops the Wolfsburger 4-0 at home win, but away to our fierce rivals to win there 2-0. Absolutely brilliant. And after that, we had 3 wins in a row. We beat Altak 4-2 at home, which is a great win again. Yatiki with a brace in this game. Mull and Juricin on the score sheet as well. And just before the winter break, we played SV Ried away from home. Drew the game 0-0, so not a great result, but they are sitting 5th or 6th in the league, so it wasn't too bad. So I was kind of happy with it, to be honest. Then we obviously went into the winter break, had 4 friendlies there, and now we're back to face Salzburg and Wolfsberger, of course. Only these last 4 games left of the regular season, then we'll go into the Championship group. Anyway, one more thing I forgot to mention is another transfer. He hasn't joined us yet, but he'll join us end of the season, and that is Patrick Greer. He'll join us from Austria Klagenfurt, who play in the Premier Division as well. He is a midfielder. He's going to pay 6k compensation fee for him. But he's actually quite good. I was actually quite surprised when I saw him pop up. As you see there, you actually compare him with some of our midfielders we got at the club. He just comes out a lot better. You see there over Bernalda, even Damaku is arguably our best sort of box-to-box midfielder type. He comes out a bit better than him as well. So happy to see him get in. We needed a bit of depth at centre midfield. I'd like to have him joined now, to be honest. Had the option to buy him now, but unfortunately we couldn't afford it, so we had to wait to the end of the season. But yeah, very happy to get him in as well. He's nothing exceptional, but he's certainly going to add to the squad, which is absolutely great. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. At home to Red Bull Salzburg, of course, the big ones in the Austrian Premier Division here. We actually lost them 1-0 away from home early on in the season, but it was actually quite decent in that game. I was actually quite fortunate to win. Well, I wouldn't say I was fortunate to win the game 1-0, but we certainly gave him a test in that game. But anyway, this is the team for today's game. We've got Fructu in goal, we've got Teagle right back, Galval left back, and we've got Handel and Mull centre backs. So we've got Djukic, Damaku and Fischerau centre midfield. Then we've got Ohio and Pekar as wingers. and Mester up front. So obviously Fructal is making his full team debut today, which is great. Hopefully he impresses. He hasn't been given the greatest debuts to have, though, has he, against Salzburg with Adeyemi and Sesko up front. So he could concede a few goals in his debut. Unfortunately, as I said, young Shuranov is missing today, and for the Wolfsburger game as well, due to a virus. We're also missing a couple of other players as well, which is a bit unfortunate. Juricin is injured, unfortunately. He's back in 6 days, so probably not going to feature in the Wolfsburger game as well. Probably be on the bench by then. As I said, he's unhappy currently of the sale of Dario Krika. I tried to reassure him the fact that we've got 2 better left-backs coming through the club as well, but he's not having it. He's not having it. Also, Antovsky is injured as well. He's back in 7 days to 2 weeks, so he's missing both games of the episode as well. And Yatiki is just back from injury, but not quite fully fit, so he'll be back for the Wolfsburger game, which is great. Anyway, Salzburg at home, the big boys in the Austrian Premier Division. Can we win this game, though, and leapfrog them into 2nd place? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go at home to Salzburg. This is not really the game we want to be missing a few players in, to be honest. Look at that front three, for example. Adeyemi plays for Dortmund these days. Sesko, he's well, he still plays for Salzburg, but he's joining Leipzig at the end of the season. And obviously, Aronson plays for Leeds. So, yeah, it's just miles above the rest of the teams in the league. And look at the start we've had here. 25 minutes in, the game is absolutely racing by. And we're yet to have a single shot in the game. Wow. This game's going quite quickly, isn't it? This is pretty darn terrible. We're still yet to have a shot in the game. Salzburg are absolutely dominating us now at the moment, but at least you yet to see a highlight for them. Well, that was a quick first half, wasn't it? What on earth is going on there? Oh my word. Shocking first half from the boys there. Absolutely shocking. As I said, missing a few key players today, but no real excuses for that. Still yet to have a shot on target. And we're still yet to see a highlight in the game. 60 minutes in almost. What on earth is going on? Well, I've seen enough from some of these players here. Time for a couple of changes. What on earth is going on? This game, 60 minutes, no highlight. What on earth? Hire is having a poor game, so we'll take him off. I also forgot to mention that Fischer picked up an injury as well. He's just back from injury, but he's not quite fully fit. Mester's having a terrible game up front there. I'm not bringing him on, though. Well, this bloke, Edem Wonyi. Useless. You know what, I'll bring on Bronoda as well. Well, less than 30 minutes to go in this game. We're still yet to see a highlight, which is terrible. We're starting to get more shots away in the second half, though. Wow, 67 minutes in, we finally get a highlight. Unfortunately for us, it's Salzburg with a corner. But my word, what an absolute shocking game this is. 67 minutes out of highlight. Here's Brendan Aronson, of course, who plays for Leeds these days. He's already scored a couple of goals, I think, as well. Devoba as well, a player I'm familiar with. Used to play for Ajax, I believe. Sucic as well. He's got a great team in this level, haven't they? Seawold as well, he's a great prospect. I know we all know about him. We all know about him. And he scored. The only chance we've got here is if it's actually disallowed, but Benjamin Sesko, hopefully he's not in the league for too long. Surely he's not going to be. Oh, it's disallowed. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. The fans are going absolutely mental with that decision. Yeah, he's quite offside there. Well, I think it's time for another couple of changes here. Mester's had a terrible game up front today with a 6.2. Absolutely terrible. You know what? Let's bring on Edem Wonyi. Let's see what he can do. But he's leaving us end of the season guaranteed. 10k a week for him. It's absolutely shocking. Let's bring on Fischer as well. Fischer can come on for Zukic as well. Well, 20 minutes to go. Still 0-0. So we've got a chance to snatch a late winner here. Of course, it looks more likely Salzburg will get the winner. But still a chance for us. And a draw at home to Salzburg wouldn't be an absolutely terrible result. Terrible game, don't get me wrong, but not a terrible result. 5 minutes to go. Very, very quick game. Only one. Oh, we get. Do we? No. They don't want to show us the highlight. We've got a highlight with 40 seconds to go. We can see late here. This will be absolutely devastating. Adeyemi obviously plays for Dortmund these days, but still here with Salzburg in FN22. On the other hand, though, if we score a late winner here without having a single shot on target in the first 93.5 minutes, then I'll be ecstatic. Through till no mistakes in your debut, mate, please. Are they going to score now, really? Galval with a good tackle there. It's gone for a throw-in, though. Over the allotted time now. 20 seconds over the allotted time, to be exact. Oh, don't you dare. It's gone over the bar. I think that might be it. Is that it? That is it. Well, to be honest, how bad it was, I'm kind of happy with that. As you see there, Salzburg definitely deserved the win. But it's a 0-0 draw at home to Salzburg, so this could come crucial coming into the season, so we shall see. The back five were really impressive today, as you see there. Fructo had a good debut as well with 7.2, so that's great, but going forward, we're absolutely abysmal. But all in all, if you can play like that at home to the best team in the league by a mile and still draw the game and keep a clean sheet, you got to be kind of satisfied with that, haven't you? So I'm kind of satisfied. Not a great performance, though, but I'm not going to tell the players it was a good performance, but because it certainly wasn't for some of them, but it's a decent result, Wolfsburger, they haven't played yet, but they could go 4 points clear at the top effectively if they win their game. So good for them. But we have them next. So make sure you stick around, guys. Wolfsburger Away coming up next. Okay, here we are. It's time for Wolfsburger Away from home. We're currently sitting top of the league. But we actually recorded our biggest win of the season earlier against Wolfsburg. We beat them 4-0 at home very comfortably. So got a little bit of confidence about this game, but still, it's going to be a tricky one. Away to Wolfsburg. They're not top of the league for no reason. So it's going to be tricky. We're down to 4th in the league now. Rapid Vienna actually overtaking us. Obviously, Salzburg overtaking us as well. We have got a game in hand, which is today. And if we win this game, then look how tight it will be at the top. It'll be Wolfsburg and Rapid Vienna on 41 points and us and Salzburg on 40 points. So if we win this game, that would really blow open the title race, of course. And of course, it would be very nice for us as well. Anyway, let's get straight into it then. Wolfsburger Away from home. As I said, we beat them 4-0 earlier on in the season, but they're obviously a tricky team, especially away from home as well. In terms of the team sheet, well, the back five are completely unchanged. As you can imagine, they had a great performance there at Salzburg. Fischer comes back in the team, though, in place of Fischerauer. Fischerauer's just fractured his wrist, but got into play for the injury for the next 4 weeks, of course. If you can, why not use it? Also, Yatiki comes into the team as well in place of Ohio, and that means Pekar goes to the right. Obviously, the front three were absolutely terrible in that last game at Salzburg. And also, some good news. Shuranov, despite saying he's out with a virus for 11 days, he's back just. So he's on the bench, and we may see him make his debut today. Obviously, I won't feature him very early on, but for the last half an hour, 20 minutes, Shuranov surely is going to make an appearance today. And also, Juricin is back on the bench as well. He's back for this game as well. Not quite fully fit, but I'm sure he's going to feature today as well. So Wolfsburg Away from home. Can we repeat the 4-0 we did earlier on in the season against them? Well, let's find out. Let's hope this game is a lot better than the Salzburg game we just saw. Obviously, only 2 highlights of the game, but it was pretty pathetic. Please remember, though, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, then hit that subscribe button. It really helped me out, and much appreciated as well. So, 20 minutes into this game, and we get to see a highlight as well. So, it's not going too well with these games in this episode, are they? Not very lively. 30 minutes, still no highlight. What is happening in this episode? I swear to you, I've got key highlights on. Look, key highlights right there. It's another half of that highlight. What is happening? And we finally get a highlight 42 minutes in. What is going on? Oh my word. Is that a penalty? No, it's not. Don't quite know what happened there. Also, we can barely see the play. What? What's just happened? Oh, I thought I got red carded. Yeah, with the snow on the pitch, you can barely see what's going on in the game. Not as much going on, to be honest. What's happening with this episode? What's going on? Anyway, we get two draws out of the game. I'll be kind of happy with that. It's not a very good stadium, is it, Wolfsburger Stadium? It's not a team I didn't really heard of until, what, only a couple of years ago. So I don't think they're very big in history of an Austrian team, but I'm aware of the highlight. That's a free kick for Wolfsburger, though. It must have come out of nowhere, literally, Wolfsburger. Hit the post, hit the post. Still yet to concede a goal in this episode. We're still yet to score a goal as well. We haven't seen a single goal in 150 minutes of football. Pretty darn terrible, isn't it? Front three again, as I said. The forward options here at the club are just pathetic. Truly pathetic. Mester can come off. Shuranov can make his debut. Let's hope he's a bit better than Mester. Surely he has to be. He looks a lot better than him. And also Juricin can come on as well. We'll bring him on for Pekar. Put Yatiki on the right. Obviously make 5 substitutions in a game in this in the Austrian Premier Division here, so make another one here if I wanted to. You know what, more one yellow card scares me a little bit, so bring on Martel as well. Got another highlight here. Tiga with a long throw opportunity. Throws it in. Mull's there, he's about to come off the pitch, but he scores a goal. The first goal we've seen in the episode, and Mull with it. Get in there. We haven't seen much from us in this episode. It's actually the first highlight we've seen from us in the entire episode. I think it could be, actually. And we've scored from it. Mull, he must have just heard that he's about to come off the pitch. He decided to leave us with a bit of a lead. And that's what he's done. Get in there. I will proceed because he's on a yellow card. So that's the whole reason why I'm taking him off. So get in. This will be a fantastic winner. We win this game. Absolutely brilliant. All right, 20 minutes to go. Let's make another change here. Yeah, Tiki's had a terrible game as well. Got no more right wingers left. Yeah, we can play Fisher there. Fisher can go on the right. And I'm going to bring on Bronoda. I'll leave one substitution spare in such a big game as well, though. 90 minutes to go. Can we actually win this game? It's not been a great episode by any means, but two great results. 0-0 and a 1-0 draw, 1-0 win away to Wolfsburger, sorry. If we can hold on, that is. But 6 minutes to go, we get another highlight here. Here's Guggenig. Out to Scherzer. There is... What? No. No idea what his name said. No idea. Here's Lindell. Oh. That was a very satisfying finish, though, I have to be honest, but not what I want to see. 5 minutes to go. Conceded late again in the episode. Obviously conceded late in the last episode at Stern. That's not quite... wasn't quite as late as that. Well, 5 minutes to go. There could still be another twist in this game, yep. Couple minutes added time to go. We've got another highlight. Teagle throws it into Fisher. He passes it all the way back to Fruchtel for some reason. The handle. It's making me very nervous, this. To Zamaku. As long as we keep the ball, that's right. It's sure enough. First time we're seeing him. Out to Teagle. Most assists in the league this season, Teagle. He actually won Austrian Player of the Year as well. Oh, they clear it though. But Galval's going to pick it up. Come on, boys. Let's get a late winner here. Galval. Cross it in. Sure enough. Well, you debut. Oh, no. Still got it though. Bronoda. Jukic. Shoot. 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 Oh, he hits the bar. Oh, no. I'm back on the highlight again, though. 40 seconds to go. It's Baumgartner. To Guggenig. To Jasic. Now here's Scherzer. Oh, I don't concede in the last 20 seconds here. Score in the last 20 seconds, so I'll take that. Score in the last 20. Don't concede, though. Here's Baumgartner. Oh, no. Come on, deal with that. Teagle does deal with it, but not great. Oh, no, still got it back, got it back. Come on, hit it forward. Shooter's on the run. Martel with the ball now. His handle. Back to Martel. Could be it now. Or is it? It's Teagle. I think that's it now. Should be. Back to Teagle. Still going. 30 seconds over the allotted time. Hold on. I think he's offside anyway. Got to be it now. Yeah, that's it now. Well... You know what, it's better than it could have been in the episode. Let's put it that way. 2 draws. Obviously away to Wolfsburger, top of the league. At home to Salzburg, best team in the league. You know, haven't lost a game here, but... Yeah, we could have won that one, couldn't we? 5 minutes to go, 1-0 leading. But all in all, going into the episode, I'll be kind of happy with that, to be honest. 2 draws out of it. 4 points would be an ideal scenario here for us, but... Can't get everything your way every time, can you? So I'm fairly happy with it. I'm fairly happy with it. Obviously, going into the championship group though, we need to win some of these games if we've got any chance of winning the title. That is for sure. But it's sort of a no risk sort of championship group, to be honest. Obviously, we've finished 6th. We haven't really. We shouldn't really be winning the title here in our first season, so can go in without any pressure. Put it that way, but. Still, we've got a chance to win the title. We're only 4 points behind Wolfsburger still, 2 games to go. And as I said, everyone's points are halved going into the championship group. So as it stands currently, we'll only be 2 points off the top going into that championship group. So it's still in a title race, even with these two draws here. Obviously, drew at home to Salzburg, drew away to Wolfsburger. So I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I'm definitely satisfied with it. I'm definitely satisfied. Anyway, in terms of the championship group, of course, it hasn't been dealt yet. We don't know who's fully going to be in the group. Well, we kind of do. well, I guess 6th place hasn't been secured yet. Obviously, the top 5 here will definitely be in the Championship group. Sturm Graz need to have some work to do. They're going to finish in it. It looks like it might be SV Ried. So, obviously, it's not finalised yet. So, we don't know what the fixture's going to be or anything like that. But, in terms of the Championship group, I'll bring you back for a triple header of games in that Championship group. So, make sure you don't miss the next episode. It's going to be a thriller. I don't know who we're going to play, but it'll be one of those 5 teams there. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember that if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button as well, guys. It'd really help me out. And much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.